Veterans and first responders. The economy shows no signs of slowing down, and uncertainty is rising faster than we anticipated. Your benefits are more than just perks. They're your frontline defense against rising costs and inflation. Today, I'm showing you how to secure them no matter what 2025 throws your way. We face bigger challenges, but even the best missions need a solid plan. I'm Robbie Turner, and I created Mission Financial Freedom to empower veterans and first responders with the tools to thrive post-service. Today, I'm sharing 4 proven strategies to recession-proof your benefits for 2025 while staying one step ahead of rising costs. We'll look at how to make the most of your COLA increase, why understanding your benefit limits matters more than ever, a critical tool for protecting your finances from inflation, and how to avoid a trap that could quietly derail all your efforts. Each strategy is part of your mission briefing to keep you financially secured. So let's dive in. Tip 1, deploy COLA strategically. Your COLA is like an annual resupply drop, essential for holding the line against rising costs. But if it's not deployed strategically, it can leave you exposed. Here's what most don't realize. COLA increases are tied to the Consumer Price Index, which doesn't fully account for rising costs veterans face, like medical expenses or housing inflation, often outpaces these adjustments, making COLA more of a defensive line than a solution. I learned this lesson the hard way. Years ago, I used my COLA like a bonus. Upgrades, takeout, small luxuries, that seemed harmless at the time, but when costs climbed, I was left scrambling. That's when I realized COLA isn't extra money, it's mission critical. Here's how to use it effectively. First, eliminate high interest debt, which drains your resources like relentless enemy fire. Reinforce your emergency fund, your financial FOB, your forward operating base to handle sudden expenses without breaking your budget. And allocate funds to inflation-resistant investments to strengthen your position long-term. Now that your COLA is working for you, let's talk about the limits of what it can do. Tip 2 is understand the limits of your benefit. Take stock of your situation. Are groceries costing you more than before? Is housing becoming harder to manage? Inflation hits different areas unequally, and identifying where you're feeling it most is critical. Here's how to adapt. Conduct a personal intel briefing on your expenses. If healthcare is a major expense, explore options like Medicare Advantage or VA programs to reduce costs. Build a contingency budget to handle unexpected price hikes. Even the best tools have their limit, and COLA is no exception. It's tied to the Consumer Price Index, which tracks general price changes, but healthcare and housing, 2 of the biggest expenses veterans face, often rise much faster than CPI. This gap can feel like reinforcements arriving too late, leaving you to cover the shortfall on your own. Once you've assessed your position, it's time to look at a tool that can shield your finances from inflation altogether. Tip 3, arm yourself with inflation-protected investments. Think of inflation-protected investments as financial body armor. They adapt and adjust to protect your money. One of the most effective tools here is the Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, or TIPS. TIPS work like this. Your investment grows with inflation, keeping pace with rising costs. Interest is calculated on the adjusted amount, so your returns increase when inflation does. At maturity, you receive either the adjusted principal or the original amount, whichever is higher. This ensures your savings don't lose value. So combine TIPS and other tools like index funds or REITs to build a diversified defense. Now, let's talk about a hidden threat that can quietly derail even the best financial plan. Tip 4, counteract lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is the trap I warned you about earlier. It's sneaky. It doesn't hit you all at once like inflation or rising costs. Instead, it creeps into your budget, tempting you with small, unnecessary upgrades that feel harmless at first, but over time, these choices add up, quietly sabotaging your financial progress. Here's the reality. Treating a COLA increase as extra money is like running into an ambush you should have seen coming. Instead, every dollar must have a purpose, either defending your finances or advancing them. The choice is yours, but discipline is your best defense against this silent adversary. Let's recap your mission briefing. Strategically deploy COLA to neutralize debt. Build your emergency fund and invest in your future. Understand the limits of your benefits and adapt to the gaps caused by rising costs. Protect your savings with inflation-resistant investments. Counteract lifestyle inflation before it derails your progress. Now that your defenses are in place, it's time to think bigger. What's next? A strategy designed to handle the unexpected, one that many veterans and first responders don't know about. Don't miss this intel, and I'll walk you through how to turn unpredictability into your greatest financial asset right here.